Now, the next thing I want to go into is the wealth multiplier plan. The understanding of what you want and why, most people don't actually think. So everyone in here has a business that they want to scale to make money, and a lot of people don't understand actually why or what their dream life is. And I saw something that made me laugh the other day. I saw someone else who's a business coach put up a flex of their story that had 12 hours of back-to-back Zoom calls the entire day. I'm like, that's the fucking worst thing in life. Like, who wants 12 hours of Zoom calls all day? And for me, the big thing I've always wanted is life by design. Like, you design the life you want. And ultimately, that's what you should be doing with your business, because your business is there to serve you, not you to serve it. Now, this is going to take some fuel from you guys in terms of what you want to get your freedom. I want you to think about very clearly when we come into this, and you have to write stuff down. I'll give you time to write this out. When you want to get freedom in your life, what do you think that actually costs? Like, has anyone raised your hand up? Do you have a goal in terms of how much money you think you need every single month to actually make a living? Okay, Chris does. I did this with you. Okay. When I did this with you, Chris, I don't know if you can, someone shut Chris a mic. This would be interesting. So Chris spent a day with me last week or the week before. We broke down how much money you needed for your ideal life. How did that change your perspective? Do you want to stand up?
Change the perspective in the sense that very, very achievable in terms of what you actually need in the time frame that you, or the timeline that you have. And it just gives you a quantifiable number to work towards. It's not like I want to make something, or I want to make 50 or 60 or 10, 12, whatever. Like, it gives you a specific number in a specific time frame to a specific goal. The more specific you are, you know what you're working towards. If there's a lack of clarity towards anything that you're doing, you will not do it to the level that you require. Getting super clear on the clarity makes you know exactly what the inputs need to be. I think everyone here has an idea of what that outcome should be, but very few have an idea of what the daily input should be or the monthly input should be. That will change your approach on a day-to-day sense, on a week-to-week sense, and ultimately the mindset that it needs to get there.
Cool, thank you. It's going to work. Now, we're going to play a game. So I want everyone to ideally grab a pen and paper, or if worst case scenario, you use your phone or laptop. We're going to work out exactly how much money you need for your dream life, like specifically. And I want you to break this down. So I want everyone, once you've got a pen and paper, or your phone or whatever device, close your eyes for a minute. And I just want you, everyone in here, just sit, close your eyes. I'm not going to hypnotize you. Ibrahim's already done that once today. We don't need to hypnotize twice. I'll unhypnotize you. Imagine it's a normal Friday, and 2 years from now, in 2027, where are you waking up? Be super, super specific. Who's next to you? So you're waking up, what does your house look like? Where in the world do you live? Who's laying next to you? What car do you have? What car on the drive? Is it multiple cars? What does your calendar look like that day? Are you doing 12 hours of Zoom calls, or are you doing what you actually want to do? And what are you doing that day that gives you energy or drains it? Be super specific and think about like what your perfect day, perfect life looks like in 2 years' time. Now, what I want everyone to do is open your eyes and write down exactly what that life looks like. Like zero filters. So like, think childlike curiosity of like, there's no limits. No one said to me that money grows on trees, and money doesn't grow on trees. You can't afford it, you can't do X, Y, Z. That's unrealistic, that's over the top. I can give even a good example of how you become very aware of these things after a period of time. So obviously these events are expensive. The biggest super yacht in Dubai we can rent, we have rented tomorrow. And I told my mum this, and she was like, oh, like, that's a lot of money. I was like, yeah, it is. And she was like, I worry about you. I was like, aha, that's where like limiting belief in money come from. When you become aware when someone says something like that, you're like, you know to take that with a pinch of salt. So really go wild. What cars do you want? What house do you want? Do you want multiple houses? Do you want a house in Dubai? Do you want a house in Miami? Do you want both? Like, what specifically does that look like? What watches do you want? What clothes do you want to wear? Like, go wild. What holidays do you want to go on? Like, one thing on my vision board a few years ago, I wanted to go on skiing in Colorado for a few weeks. How many children do you want to have? Do you want to send them to private school? Do you want to have a chef in your house? There's a lot right going on, so we've got some good goals. So you want to raise their hand and share anything they've got as a goal? There you go, Tanner.
In 2 years, I want to live in Austin, Texas. I want to have 2 kids. I want to live in a $3 million house with a big yard, my own home gym, have over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and earning over $200K a month.
Sick. Anyone else? Alistair?
So to have a villa in Dubai, have a 992 GT3 RS parked outside. The day would start off with non-negotiables like an ice bath and training and setting myself up for the day. And the non-negotiable person beside me every day is the person that's beside me every day right now, which is my son.
Anyone else? One more last person? Anything you want to share? You go at the back.
Yeah, so this is Tony Stark's house from Iron Man 3.
Sick, I like it.
The Malibu residence house, that one, which got destroyed. That's the house that I want to live in. I want to be playing cricket in that house and practicing salsa with my wife. And yeah, the cars have to be Ferraris and Lamborghinis. And I want to have 40 billion in my bank account. And I want to be the go-to person for anybody who needs help with fertility and pregnancy.
Sick, there you go. Childlike curiosity. Did he hold back on that? Probably not. The Tony Stark thing, I was like, that's pretty big. So this is really, really, really important, because if you don't know where you want to go and what you want, you will never get there, because you're just aimlessly drifting, which is what most people do in life. And if your business is maybe stuck and you're not seeing the progress you want, it's because you don't have something that's aligned with where essentially you want to go. And if you have clarity with that, it's then easy to put in the work to kind of get it. It kind of comes back in terms of like the reasons analogy I gave earlier on. So now if you break down everything you've written down, you want to put a number on it. So the mortgage or rent on the house, how much is that? How much do you want to invest per month? How much do you need for travel and your lifestyle? And ultimately, like, what's the number that buys back your time? Do you want like assistants? Do you want coaches in your business? Like, essentially breaking this all down is incredibly important. And what most people find is that it's actually a lot lower number than they probably anticipate. Like, you actually don't need to make 300 to 500K a month or $1 million a month or whatever, like some people think, to live ostentatiously. And the reason I say that is because the difference between good and great in terms of the lifestyle and the life you can have for yourself and your children is like marginal. You just need to put in the extra effort and make better decisions, and your life will dramatically change. And the thing I am most grateful to myself 5-6 years ago is that I went all in on this, so that now I have a family, I can provide and do the things I want to do. And everyone who's in the room right now, you have the ability to make decisions that will improve your future or deteriorate your future. So you have to think about that. Everything you are doing is either positive or negative. And when you have broken down in terms of exactly how much money you need to make, you've then, okay, cool. This is the goal for my perfect life and how I can structure my business to achieve it. That is ultimately the goal in terms of what we want to do. And that is your freedom number. That is essentially the goal of where you want to get. So you have everything you want. And then that is pulling you essentially where you want to be. Like life and business is kind of basic maths in some instances.
If you enjoyed this clip and you're a business owner, content creator, or coach, and you want help in terms of exactly how to scale your business to the next level using ads, AI, VSLs, setters, and building teams that basically monetize your business and monetize your knowledge, but without you having to press all the buttons, it's never been easier than before. What we can do is we can walk through the whole process in terms of how we're doing this over and over and over again with content creators, with business owners. If you hit the link at the bottom of this video, you can book a call with us and the team. We can audit your whole business, show you where the bottlenecks are, and show you exactly how we can scale. And if we think you're a good fit to work with us, we can show you what that looks like too.